This is the Google Pixel 8. It has become my most favorite Android device. So I've had the Pixel 8 for a few months now, and I figured it was a good time to share some of my experiences with it. Again, it's become my most favorite Android device. Let's start with the build. So it's got a 6.2-inch OLED display with up to 120Hz refresh rate. The screen is protected with Gorilla Glass Victus, as well as the back. The frame of the phone is made out of aluminum, keeping everything nice and rigid. It feels very robust. The phone is IP68, dust and water resistant, giving you peace of mind when you take it out in the elements. Again, I'm in Alaska, and it could be sunny one moment, and then the next, it could be downpouring. Now going back to the display, the screen is 6.2 inches with a refresh rate up to 120 Hz. It supports HDR10+ and has 2000 nits peak brightness. So taking the phone outside with you, using it in bright daylight, it's not going to be a problem. Now the chipset on the phone is the Tensor G3. People give this chipset flack because it's not as fast as some other chipsets out there that are on flagship phones, but having an Antutu score right under 1 million, it's plenty fast for day-to-day activities like playing games, watching movies on Netflix, listening to music. The overall user experience is great. Now while we're on the subject of the Tensor G3, this chipset supports Google's AI features like Magic Eraser for photos. You also have Magic Audio Eraser for videos. So if you're out and about, you record a video but there's a lot of wind noise, you can use Magic Audio Eraser to remove the wind noise. And that saved me in the past. But be aware, the clips can only be 2 minutes long, so if you're recording say 8 minutes, you'll have to break it up in 4 2-minute increments. Now moving on to the battery, the Pixel 8 has a 4575 milliamp battery. It's plenty to last me all day even with heavy use. Now it only charges at 27 watts wired. I know that's not the fastest, but if you charge it overnight, by the time you wake up, you'll be good to go. The phone also offers 17 watts wireless charging, so if you've got a wireless charger, say in your car, you can put it down there and it'll charge right up. Now let's talk about the camera system on this phone. The Pixel 8 has a dual camera system. We've got a 50 megapixel main camera, and that camera is f1.7 at 25mm and has optical image stabilization. The second camera is a 12 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide, coming in at 126 degrees for when you need everything in the frame. The photos and videos that this phone takes is amazing. It rivals my iPhones. The iPhones to me are the gold standing for photos and videos on smartphones. Now the Pixel 8 can also record video up to 4K at 24, 30, and 60 FPS. Now 60 FPS is great if you need some slow motion in your videos. It also has optical image stabilization for your videos with 10-bit HDR support. Now one feature I wish the Pixel 8 had as far as the camera goes is that it had Pro mode. I really wish you can adjust your ISO, aperture, shutter speed so that you can dial in your exposure. But overall, the Pixel 8 does a really good job keeping everything nicely exposed. Again guys, I can't say enough about the form factor. Being 6.2 inches, the screen, you can operate the phone easily with one hand, and with the screen being 6.2 inches, it's still big enough to be able to enjoy watching movies and playing video games. The Pixel 8 also has 7 years of software support, so you'll be able to use this phone a long time. So guys, if you guys are in the market for a new smartphone, definitely check this one out. And if you can spot this on sale for less than 500 bucks, I definitely think it's a good pickup because this phone rivals the best of them.